on game number 1 here. Of course, most of these will be best of 7, but this set in particular is just a best of 5. The next one will be best of 7, but this one's just a good old best of 5, trying to figure out who will face Hydrant in the main playoff. Pieces are the same to begin, but the placements are not. Two very different stacking theories at play here. Dylan had a really goofy but nonetheless fun to watch tuck. And Curi will get the first Tetris. Dylan follows. Ooh, Curi hanging a J early on. Not deadly or anything, but we'll need a bar for that left side. And of course, when you need a bar, a drought ensues. With players at 24,000, Curi already in a bit of a dig. Dylan going to get his second Tetris, goes up to 47,000. 28 for Curi. Curi gets that bar over. And they are now able to start digging this down, but makes a bit of a spire with those squares. This could be bad. Now, would love a T, but gonna have to plug that. The stack is sort of falling apart. Of course, Curi, very, very good roller. Can certainly dig out of some crazy things. I've certainly seen them do just that, but we'll have to see what happens here. This will give Dylan the chance to take a bit of an early lead. Currently at 95,000, 55,000 points ahead. Curi at 39.9, now 40,000. But Dylan, while I was watching Curi, topped out at 95. So Curi, you need 96,000. It's a suffer seed, it seems, but this is not free. Curi is high. Would love a J here. Not going to get it. Set up for a dirty triple. Gets the bar for it. Need 96,000. Bringing this down slowly but surely. And that's a beautiful triple. This is a much more survivable height. Bringing this down. Dirty Tetris. A few more lines and that Tetris will do it for game number 1. Curi will take game number 1 with 112,000. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Pieces are the same once again. So players both hoping for probably a bit of a better game here. Curi had the suffer start and Dylan had the suffer ending. So hopefully both players can score a bit higher this time. I certainly think they can and probably will. But we'll have to see. Dylan having to set up some early burns. A nasty sequence for the start. And Curi building up kind of high too. He's going to have to take some burns as well. Neither player has gotten a Tetris yet. Dylan set up for a dirty. There's the bar for it. Goes up to 25,000. Curi needs to get someone over to the left. Gets it, but it's not out of this yet. Curi falling apart again, but is managing to survive. What is happening here? Curi's open. Set up for a Tetris. He gets a bar for it. Dylan, meanwhile, is clean. Curi is close to it if they can get another bar. And we'll get the Tetris. Now it just needs one J, and there it is. Opens the well just in time for the bar and the Tetris and the lead. 86,000 now for Curi, 80 for Dylan. Curi gets another Tetris as well. Do have to note that Curi, due to that prolonged dig, is a little bit ahead in line, so you'll notice that Dylan is down in terms of score, but has a higher Tetris rate, meaning that Dylan is playing a little more efficiently than Curi at the moment, which means the pace lead is likely in his favor just a tad. But Curi will get another Tetris to go to 133. Dylan follows suit, goes to 127. Dylan now in a bit of another dig here. Beautiful burn with that L. And that TS, or is that a Z? It's probably a Z. Those are going to help, but a bit of a misshift of that J. I feel like the burns just keep coming. Now it's Curi who has the higher Tetris rate and higher score, and that will increase with the Tetris. 204 here for Curi, 139 for Dylan. Now Curi just, due to this dig from Dylan, who just got a Tetris, goes up to 169, but due to that dig, Curi has taken quite a bit of a lead, currently at 80,000, and in fact the line counts have pretty much evened up due to Dylan digging. So it is a true lead in the favor of Curi. Looks like Curi was dancing there for a little bit, but is back to rolling now. Has to uncover this well, set up a delayed Vitz, and sometimes that just doesn't really work out in your favor. Curi gonna open it up. Bar comes just in time. Dylan gets a Tetris. Does have a hole to deal with up there in column 2. Curi is clean at 323, 264 here for Dylan. Another Tetris for Curi. So now players are playing at the relatively same amount of efficiency. Just as Curi built up that lead earlier, has been able to maintain it. In terms of pace, about an 80,000 point lead for Curi, and it's been about the same for about 20 to 30 lines now. Both players have seemed to warm up a bit, aren't getting in as many digs, are playing relatively efficiently. That Tetris rate is building for both players. Curi's up to 70%, 53 for Dylan. And we're nearing 100 lines. Curi built a bit of a spire. That bar is going to help a lot, but is pretty dependent columns 3, 4, and creates a bar dependency column 8. This could be Dylan's chance to take a little bit of a lead, but Dylan does have a bit of an issue there. Columns 3, 4 as well. It's going to surround the holes to try and dig it out. Bar flat there's going to help, and that S will open it. It's still bar dependent though. That drought does appear to be ensuing, but Dylan smartly turns that bar dependency into, I believe it was a J or an L dependency, and was able to start filling it out a bit. Neither player has been scoring recently, so the leads actually stayed about the same, around 80,000 points. That's because both players have been digging. Curi at 475, 394 for Dylan. Curi is almost out of it though. Curi's capture has appeared to have frozen. I hope that is fixing itself, and there it is. Transitioned 502. 445 for Dylan. We are good to go. Very little dependent. Would love a J, and there it is. Set up for a center well. Beautiful T for the tuck. And now it's a much more clean center well. The player's in another drought. Gets the bar for it. 583 now. Make it 609 for Curi. 521. Make it 548 for Dylan. Ooh, a double flip there for Dylan. I know the feeling. Double flips are probably the most frustrating thing in this game. So is digging it out though, but this did give Curi the chance to start taking another small lead, or well, the leads maintain the same, but taking a little more of the lead, I should say. Now at 104, make it 130,000. Dylan just about out of this. Probably going to transition to well to the right. Will do so. Another drought is occurring. You're going to get a Tetris after it ended. Dylan's just not been able to score, and this lead has increased to 156,000 points. And at this late in the game, that could be really hard to take over. At least for most players, though. What these players do have different from many others is that they both have kill screen playability. I believe Dylan recently got a level 40 something, and Curi I think has been to 70 or 80. So we're gonna have to see how kill screen fares here, see if it makes any kind of a difference. 9:45 for Curi, 7:59 for Dylan. So this is just a major lead for Curi. Curi goes into 27 at 9:78. Ian Keith is here. Hello there. How are you doing? And Curi maxes out, middle of 27. Kind of a dependent board though. Has to create a hole. Does get a bar for another Tetris, but bar to the right will only yield a triple due to that hole there. And we'll pretty much burn into kill screen. Dylan at this point definitely needs some major kill screen in order to take this game. Curi will go to kill screen A66. 220,000 points ahead of Dylan, but Dylan's board is stacking higher and higher. Not too much he may be able to do here. Not out of it yet. It's getting some burns. But is not able to get that bar over. And Curi will top out A88. And we'll be good for the second game. GG. More 2-1 Tetris. Oh, Curi topping out. Looks like the seeds were not the same. I was about to point something out, but they beat me to it. Of 5-6. Forgot to be on seed mode. Okay. Just do 6-7. Yeah. Hey Maisy, how you doing? I should probably end all games. I should click that button. Honk. So now you should be able to ready up. Got a ready from Curi. And a ready from Dylan. So it's time to count down game number 3, part 2 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's too many numbers. I'm counting too fast. This is too slow. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'm not too bad, Maisy. I'm not too bad. Of course, Maisy, one of the players that will be playing next in the Division 2-3 playoff. We'll be facing Scamper. Certainly should be one heck of a match. Curi's board, very interesting. Sets up the T-spin, but does not hit it. So gonna cause some burning on his side, or their side. Setting up for a dirty. Looks like they're just gonna play off a row 1. Of course, the bar does not show when you set up a dirty center well. Finally, there it is. Gets a Tetris to go to 47,000. 49 for Dylan. Dylan's next 3 games are crucial. It needs to win all 3 in order to face Hydrant in the Div 1/2 playoff. Curi just 1 game away. Has won the first 2. Bit of a suffer start here for Curi though. Dylan can really build a lead off of this if Curi continues to burn this. Beautiful T timing and misses the T-spin again, unfortunately. Dylan up to 118, 79 here for Curi. And throws that bar all the way to the left. Setting up this dirty is really committing to it. Yet somehow is behind in lines. What music is this? I gotta make sure no one's dying. Oh, Curi is high. Love a J and needs a bar. The bar needs to come and needs to come now, but misshifts that piece. Gets another one and gets a Tetris. Holy cow. That could have been dangerous. And Curi is bringing this down. Gets another Tetris to bring it down to safety. This song is... It's that. And another dirty Tetris for Curi. Has now taken a bit of a line lead. Nothing major yet, which kind of surprises me because Dylan's not been playing that high. 199 for Dylan, 161 for Curi, and the stack just continues to rise and hangs a square on the right side. This could be dangerous. Opens that right side a little bit. Doing what they can, but hangs a T on the left. Going to top out 163, giving Dylan a gift right back for that game number 1. And then a 3, 2, a 1 Tetris. The seeds are the same. That is good. Curi will start with the Tetris. Dylan follows suit. Got that bar slightly later. A bit of a mischief there as that square, though. Dylan did not look very happy at that one. But should be able to bring this down. Beautiful triple. Sets up a bar dependency. Gets the bar, though, and will resolve the stack very nicely. Curi's board not in the best state at the moment, so is going to be forced to do some birding, shifting those pieces to the left so fast. Dylan will be able to take another early lead here. It's at 99,000, 43,000 point ahead over Curi. Curi's at 57,000. Another Tetris for Dylan. Curi will get a dirty one to bring the stack back to a much more healthy state. And another Tetris in the center to transfer the wall back to the right. Beautiful solves there for Curi. Now both players are clean and ready to start scoring. Curi does hang an L on that left side. Not going to cause too much trouble. Curi's bringing it down and switches to tap. Interesting. Dylan at 215, 132 now for Curi. Curi sets up another bar dependency. Column 5 fills it. Needs to open that right side now. Hangs a square on the left. He gets a bar to bring it down a bit. That will certainly help with that left side. Needs a J or a bar. Gets the J and hits it to the left. But Dylan now has a 100,000 point lead. Now only 80 with that Tetris from Curi. Nonetheless, is a lead. A true lead at that. Dylan has to do a little bit of burning. Does get that burning done. Is ready to score. Beautiful tee for the left. And a drought has begun. And just as fast it has ended. Tetris for Dylan. Now a true 100,000 point lead at 295, 196 for Curi, who is still currently wielding the hyper tapping method. The method in which you rapidly press the D-pad as fast as you physically can, effectively bypassing the delayed auto shift. But nonetheless, they are rolling again. Playing playstyle bingo. We'll open that well. Oh, hangs a bar actually. And a wonky double flip. What in the world? Now has some major birding to do. That's exactly what Dylan wants to hear. 367 now for Dylan, turning this lead to 140,000 points. That's just a little over halfway through 18. There's still way more Tetris to be played in this game alone. Curi is bringing this down, opens up the well, and doesn't rotate that S piece. This is not going well. Does get the bar over and gets another one for a split triple. Burrito Dad is here. Hello. How are you doing? Curi set up for a dirty. Of course, when you do that, the drought begins. And the bar just not showing. Finally shows almost a 30-piece drought. And that's certainly not what you want when you're set up that high. Now we have to note, not only is Dylan ahead 143,000 points, he's behind 12 lines. That's 3 extra Tetris' worth of lines. 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 3 extra Tetris' worth of lines So this is a really, really, really safe lead here for Dylan. Probably feeling pretty good about it after the first couple of games. We'll have to see what he can do with it. Certainly on pace for a solid transition. Curi getting out of this only at 345, 475 for Dylan. Curi's going to transition in just a couple of lines. And that Tetris will do it. Transitions 370. Dylan at 478 with 10 lines to go until transition. Another Tetris for Curi is now clean with that burn. Probably wants to bring this away from the center though with Lava right well. Dylan transitions 552 and a Tetris to boot, 576 now. Curi maintaining this 10 line advantage, if you can call it that, over Dylan. Dylan goes into level 20 at 601, 150,000 points ahead of Curi, who's a level ahead. I don't think I can stress that enough. Curi's going to need some heck of a post or hope that something tragic happens on Dylan's side, but at least as of now, Dylan looks like he has no sign of stopping. Curi's board now kind of falling apart a little bit. Going to do some nice bursts to kind of bring this down a bit with Love a Bar. There it is, but blocks the well. Opens it back up. Just as fast as they close it again. It gets a bar for a dirty Tetris. Just like that, they are pretty clean again. Now up to 524. Curi at almost 700,000 points. Nearing a 200,000 point lead, and in terms of pace, already had one. But does have to create a hole there in a couple of columns, and a misshift of that T-piece as well. Gonna cause some digging. He definitely has the pace to afford it, just probably not what he wants to have at the moment. And Curi gets another dirty Tetris. Goes up to 600,000, 764 for Dylan, so keeping this 160,000 point lead even after a dig. Another drought has started just as fast as it ended. And Dylan has made this just about a 200,000 point lead, 190 if we're being exact. 809 currently for Dylan at 26, 622 for Curi, now 656, but that's at the end of 27. Curi's looking at a maybe a 730 kill screen, so gonna need to play an excessive amount of kill screen to take this back. That's just because Dylan still has 20 lines to go until kill screen. Curi goes to kill screen 731. Let's see what they can do. For a Tetris, gonna take some triples. Curi's board starting to fall apart. Dylan at 929, 766 for Curi, and Curi's board's climbing to the top of the board. They're gonna top out 768. Dylan, you have just made this a decider. GG. We want to get this max out. It's just like right there. Nonetheless, some great survival that game for Curi. I think that's really what the lower scores like this kind of show. Is like players of this high of a caliber. If you were watching someone way less skilled, they wouldn't be at kill screen right now. They would have topped out a while ago, but Curi's ability to just kind of survive is very impressive nonetheless and should not go unnoticed. But alas, we are at a decider now. Thank you for the reminder. And there we go. Square, S, Z, think we're good to go. Players placing the pieces in the same exact spot until that T-piece. Dylan opting to build out his left, and Curi just trying to focus more on Tetris readiness, perhaps. Both players will get the first Tetris with that bar. And Curi has a 2-point lead with that push down. Curi back to tapping. Playstyle roulette here. I don't want to call it too soon, but this is a very friendly seed, I think. I haven't had a single piece where like, oh, I'm not sure where this would go. A little bit of a drought here, though. Also, there's nothing really wrong with droughts if you think of it. Like, sometimes droughts are good because you can build out your stack more. I don't mind short droughts or anything. But nonetheless, 74,000 for Dylan. Takes a 1-point lead with 3 pushdown points. Overtaking Curi's 2. I thought that lead may have been insurmountable, but Dylan found a way. Nice T-spin into the J-tuck there for Curi. Perfect setup for Tetris readiness. And Curi's back to rolling. Has a small lead of about a Tetris. And 194 here for Curi, 171 here for Dylan. Very close here in the early days. Dylan will take that 1-point lead. Only for a moment because Curi gets a Tetris right back. Another Tetris for both players. 262 now for Curi. 218. Make it 240 for Dylan. Probably the cleanest game we've had yet. Not a lot of misdrops or anything. Just clean stacking, safe birds. Great Tetris. Certainly what you want in a decider. Players separated by a whole entire single. And Curi takes another single. Not the player who needed one. Salutations, Tytris. Trying to think of a fancy way to say hello. Hi, deck. $337 here for Curi. Ahead by about a Tetris. Make it 2 with that one. Dylan has a small amount of digging here, but certainly nothing major. 316. About a 42,000 point lead for Curi. Nice tuck of the J. Bar dependent on the left. I'm going to take a Tetris to bring that down and make it a bit easier to get something over. Shoots that bar over really fast. That looked like a really fast tap. And nails that spin for Tetris readiness. Dylan for a second there was behind by a whopping half a single before Curi got a few quick Tetrises. Now using Das. Actually just playing playstyle roulette this game. There's a playstyle, Curi's doing it. Probably going to see the roll or like the rake tapping next, or who knows. But, we'll have to find out. The watching playstyle, perhaps. The sock eating playstyle. I think those are all like memes. Yeah, when are you doing the Moja tap switch? Nonetheless, very good game here for both players. 504 for Curi, 435 for Dylan. Beautiful tuck of the J. And that T came just in time for Tetris readiness to get 2 quick Tetrises. Only down about a Tetris when the line counts were exactly the same. So this is a really close match. And Curi's back to roll again. Gets up a nice overhang with that J, but misses that crucial piece to the left. That caused a little bit of burning later on, perhaps in the 19 speeds. Oh, just piling things to the left. This could be bad. It's gonna go into level 19 pretty dirty. And transitions 559. Dylan still in 18. Will transition a little higher, and Curi is getting really high. Of course, Curi's gotten out some crazy stuff today. So certainly is not out of this yet, and is doing some great digging here. Beautiful bar there. And Dylan transitions 581, now has the lead. It is behind in line, so it is a true lead. So Curi's advantage in the 18 speeds did not last long, but now Dylan is digging. Also taking some very nice burns. Opens that bar dependency, gets the bar down. And Curi is the one who's clean, gets a Tetris to take back that lead. Dylan opens the well, only to block it again. Now Dylan's one is clean. Curi gets a Tetris, needs to do a quick couple of burns to open up that hole there. Both players are now clean and ready to score. Getting out of some scary situations in a crucial game where it matters most. Curi with the small lead, though, I do have to note, is 10 lines ahead of Dylan at the moment. And that left side is getting up kind of high. A missed tap would be terrible. Gets the bar over for a very dirty left well. Curi with the lead, but very minimal. Goes to 25, sets up a delayed Vits. Players just trading the lead with every Tetris they get. So it is a slight favor in terms of Dylan just because of that line count. We are certainly looking at a double max potential here. And those Tetris rates are also really similar, so it's so close. It's so close. Like, I don't know if I can mention it enough. Separated by about 2 Tetrises and about 3 Tetrises in terms of lines. So the slight favor is still in Dylan. Curi's a Tetris away from maxing out. And that Tetris there will do it. A15 for Curi into 28. Dylan gets a Tetris 999803 into 27. And that Tetris will max him out as well. Go to A33, A51 for Curi. 2 more Tetrises available before kill screen. This is one heck of a decider. Double flip of that Z. And just kind of selling out the stack, hoping to get that last Tetris. But where's the bar? And goes in the kill screen at A58. Dylan already with a 1.1. Curi needs to get this down. Get to Tetris A97. But still does not have the lead. Dylan separated by just a few thousand points. But Curi's bringing this down. Are you kidding me? And Dylan's clean in kill screen. B15. B15 for Curi. Oh, man. When you think it can't get much closer. They're separated by 59 points. Are you kidding me? Dylan set up for a dirty Tetris and gets it. That's a major lead for Dylan. Curi has a hole in the bottom. I'm going to have to bring that down before I can get Tetrises. B73 for Dylan. B37 for Curi. And Dylan's board starting to get high, falling apart a bit. I'm going to talk about B77. Curi, you need B78. It is clean. Can do this. This was a kill screen battle of the ages. What the heck? Curi just 12,000 points away. Bar dependent now on the left. It gets it over. 500 points. Needs one more burn. Gets the bar over to do it. And Curi has taken the game in a decider on the kill screen. Are you kidding me? A great showing from both players. Certainly something to be proud of. Curi just banging down the Tetrises now. See what they can do up to 39. I don't think there was a line cap, but nonetheless, let's see what Curi can do. Getting these pieces over, sets up again. Already at 1.3. Set up. Gets another Tetris into 39. Curi is your winner. That is the wrong thing. There it is. GG. I will go back here while I set up the next one. Oh, it looks like Curi's about out of this. A 1.4 for Curi to end it off. GG. Alright, so I will now set up for the next match, which is Maisy versus Scamper. So I'll be back in a bit. Yes. We're going to be seeing all three playstyles here today. Well, we actually already have seen all three because Curi decided to just, play playstyle roulette in the last match. But nonetheless, had rollers in the last match. Got Scamper dassing here. And we have Maisy tapping here. So, got a treat for everyone. Maisy with a little bit of a mess on his board. Just hang that J on the left. I think meant to rotate it. So I was going to have to burn that down at least a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. 72,000 now for Scamper. A bit of a double flip there, perhaps, with that J. Does do some nice burns to bring it down a bit. And players are separated by a whopping single. Scamper gets a bar to fill the dependency, and that T will open up the well just in time for the bar to get the Tetris. 103 now for Scamper, 99 for Maisy. Maisy takes the lead with that Tetris, and the line counts are now even, showing that it is a true lead in favor of Maisy. Maisy getting a little high. Very fast tapper, though. Even when he's not rolling, it's very, very fast. I've seen him do some crazy things on kill screen before. So even when your board's that high, certainly very survivable for him. 113 now for Scamper. 169, make it 192 for Maisy. Starting to build this lead up a bit. And another Tetris, not only to get the Tetris, but to unblock that hole. And has transferred it to the right. Very strong start for Maisy. Not too bad of a start either for Scamper, though is behind 80,000 points. We'll get a Tetris to bring that down a little. And Scamper is very disciplined. I would have certainly done that delayed Vits there. And I would have gotten rewarded because the bar came a few pieces later, but Scamper plays it safe and it works out. We'll be forced to do some more burning here. Certainly what Maisy wants to hear, maybe not so much what Scamper would like to hear. Another Tetris from Maisy. 285, now 117,000 point lead. Bit of a drought on Scamper's side at the moment. Does Max Clip still have that glitch where, like, if you get multiple of the same pieces in a row, it doesn't count it towards the drought. Because I feel like I just saw that happen on Scamper's side. Not too sure though, but what I am sure of is that Maisy's now in a bit of trouble. Is bringing this down, but still high up, so any missed drops could be rather deadly. Meanwhile, Scamper gets a dirty Tetris and is about to open the well to the right. Maisy is actually set up for a dirty left well. Yeah, 38 drought as deck is pointing out. Very high drought. Or Scamper, I believe it was. Maisy is getting these pieces all the way to the right. Insanely fast taps. But this could be pretty hard to survive here. Gonna top out 326, so Scamper, you need 327. Certainly plenty of 18 runway to do so. Tetris will certainly help. Another Tetris and change will be enough. I would say it's one of the good parts of best of 7 though, is that you could have a game like this where it's like a bit of an early top out. Your opponent's probably going to chase it down, but you still have 3 more to go. It's pretty much just turning it to a best of 5, so it's a bit more of a rewarding format. Scamper a couple of birds away. That triple certainly will do it, giving him the first game. GG. 2-1 Tetris. I was about to make a comment like, oh no, the pieces aren't the same, but these players are not doing the same piece sets, so it's fine. That's how it's intended. It'd be kind of weird if they got the same pieces, to be honest with you. Maisy off to a rough start. Does get a Tetris, but there is a lot of holes in his stack. I need to bring this down quite a bit. The seed should be Tetris. Maisy's stack is getting really high, really scary. Of course, is a fast tapper, so is survivable. But this is going to be really tough, and these pieces aren't really helping out all that much. That's just a flat J. Getting some nice birds, but it's just the stack height is remaining about the same. That bar is going to be very nice. Would love something for that right side now. It's getting pretty dependent. Has to block with the J and gets a bar hang on the left. Going to top out 56,000, so Scamper is already good for game number 2. 4, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Maisy gets a Tetris. Scamper follows suit in a very timely manner. I'm pretty sure they got a bar right around the same time, which was very, very nice. Maisy off to a bit of an early dig here. Is making do with it in a very... Oh, that was a really smart T-burn, actually. I'm a fan of that one. And opens up that well, but is experiencing a drought. Drought ends very quickly. Maisy takes the lead. 78,000 for him, 78,000 for Scamper, with just a different final 3 digits. So Maisy will be in a little bit of a dig again. A beautiful triple with the L, giving Scamper a slight lead. And Scamper is also behind in line, so the lead's even a little bigger than it may appear. Another drought here for Maisy. Beautiful T-spin though to completely solve that right side. Ends the drought around 21, 22 pieces. Goes up to 157, 172 for Scamper. Maisy goes up to 180, but Scamper goes up to 195, just trading the lead with each and every Tetris these players get. And a simul Tetris. 218 now for Scamper, 202 for Maisy. Scamper doing an S flat. Worked out for him, gets another Tetris, 242 now, 206 for Maisy, though does get another Tetris, 229. Very close game here, certainly better than the last two. Seems like Maisy's found his groove, starting to score a bit more. Now Scamper's turn to be in a bit of a dig. Would love a bar, trying to hold out for it, but shows up one piece too late because of course it does. Why would it show up on time? Beautiful burn of the L there though. I saw that one coming before it happened, and I was a fan already. And another Tetris for Scamper. 273 for him. 256 for Maisy. Maisy opens the well with that bar. And now Scamper could be in some trouble. That J is going to be very helpful, and is now experiencing a drought. Drought ends, but the bar was not useful, so essentially a useful bar drought is still ensuing, and still is as well. Beautiful J though there, and adjust that bar. I think he was going to burn a single with it, but then found a better way to get a double by adjusting it one to the left. And Mari, the doggo isn't coming. How are you doing? Hope your TMP restream went well. Unless that's not what you were doing. I think that's what you were doing. Just in time for game number 3 here. Maisy versus Scamper. Some early tops to start, but players have found their grooves and have started to have some nice games. Very nice. 100 lines have been crossed. The transition is looming about 30 or so lines away. Nice 5 and below there for Maisy. Into the Tetris. Now has a lead. Wait, I just realized that Maisy is now taking quite a bit of a lead. 60,000 points, in fact. 403 for Maisy. 343 for Scamper. I don't know how, like, I knew Scamper was in a dig, but it didn't cross my mind that the lead had transferred to Maisy. My brain's not working great today, but we're gonna prosper anyways. We're gonna have a great day. It's gonna be awesome. Maisy has to create that bar dependency and gets a bar for the triple. If I was in that situation, I would have been like, oh, might as well set up for a dirty. I'm 1 Mino off. Scamper's board looking a little scary. Takes a triple to help, and that bar will certainly help as well. We'll do a nice burn there. Maybe burning into transition at this rate. And just 4 lines away. Maisy can get a 500 transition. Scamper looking at a low 400. And we'll transition 422. 484 transition for Maisy. Scamper opens the well. And hangs that J on the left, giving Maisy the 3rd game. GG. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No shot that yawn got picked up by my mic. What the heck? It was silent. Anyways. We got tied game here, 48,000 apiece. I don't know why I'm tired. I woke up like a few hours ago. I shouldn't be tired, but here we are. It's all good. We're chilling. Players separated by a single. And now a single and a double. And Tetris for Scamper to solidify his lead. It's up to 94,000. 76 now for Maisy. Scamper gets another Tetris as well. Up 41,000. Maisy with a dirty left well Tetris. And it worked out. It kind of transferred the well a bit, but now it's set up dirty again. This time column 3. Bar showed up one piece too late. $164 now for Scamper. 57,000 point lead over Maisy, who's at 108. Maisy hoping to open up that hole soon. There it is. 1 meter off of a Tetris, and now is set up for a Tetris when the bar decides to show itself. There it is. Tetris for Maisy, and another one. Now is an ample, because both players endured a bit of a drought there. Scamper got the bar first, Maisy followed, and another for both players. 291 now for Scamper, 272 for Maisy. Very close game here once again. Seems like both players have shaken off the nerves, stress. They're just playing some good Tetris now. Scamper at 362, Maisy at 323, so about a 2 Tetris lead in the favor of Scamper. 40,000 points ahead at the moment. It is a little bit ahead in lines, about 6 lines ahead. Maisy getting up high, has to take some burns, not able to use that first bar. Another one shows very quickly. Still set up, would love another. Now set up for 2. Gets another bar for the Tetris. Scamper digging a little bit. This could be Maisy's chance to start taking a bit of a lead here. Players crossing the 100 line mark. Tetris from Maisy to go 397. 414 for Scamper. Still digging. So if Maisy gets another Tetris, we'll take the lead. And there's the Tetris for the lead. 420 to 418. Very, very close. Scamper opens up that well. That's just Maisy. Maisy was on a little bit of a dig there as well. Scamper has the 380 point lead. Half a single. The lead's just going to change back and forth again as long as both players continue to score Tetrises. Not the best pieces here for Maisy at the moment. Transition looming about 10 lines away. Maisy ahead by 1 single. That single will tie the game. 494 apiece. And Scamper transitions 519. Not the cleanest of boards, but Maisy's board not the cleanest either. Nails that T-spin super high up. Transitions 497, I believe it was. Now 501. Gets a Tetris. Maisy's very happy about that one. 525 to 525. About as close as it gets. What's even crazier is the fact that this is not SPS, so it just happens that the players got the exact pieces needed to secure this close of a game. Tetris for both players. The lead is trading back and forth. Currently in the favor of Maisy. 606 for Maisy. 567 for Scamper. Bar dependent, fills the bar dependency, and another one comes very quickly for the Tetris. Maisy gets another as well to go to 636. 42,000 point lead. Ooh, that beautiful adjustment there for Maisy. And Scamper going to top out 600. And Maisy ties up the set 2-2. GG. Countdown starting at 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'll steal something else. Tetris. I'm unoriginal. I'm just kidding. Unoriginal, my friend who is in Div 5 right now. Actually, I think he may have moved up to Div 4. Unoriginal name. Gonna let Scamper with an early Tetris. Maisy follow suit just a little later. Needed to wait for that bar to come. He used to be on my gauntlet team. Used to? Did they get banished? Maisy nails that spin. 48,000 for him. 69 for Scamper. Oh, like a previous season. Gotcha. Maisy kind of in a bit of a high dig. Should be fine. Getting some great pieces to dig this out. And then I said something. The pieces weren't as good all of a sudden. A beautiful delayed burn with that spin into the Tetris for Maisy. 101 now for him. Takes the lead with that one. 123 to 118. Make it 141. Scamper takes back the lead. Can you believe it? I can, because it's a pretty close game. So, you know. Maisy needs something to tuck down there. We'll get the J into the Tetris. Beautiful bar timing there. Not have come at a better time. 192 for Maisy, 188 for Scamper. Just a couple 1,000-point lead. Trading Tetris is there. Maintain that same exact lead with slightly different numbers in the score. Scamper will take back the lead. And Maisy won't be able to capitalize because he is in a little bit of a dig situation. Another Tetris for both players. Scamper now a bit more ahead than before. 55,000 point lead at 304. Maisy at 251. Not very much to comment on at the moment. It's just very clean stacks. Players trading Tetrises. Same old, you know. Maisy a little dependent now. Columns 2-3. That bar will help, but still dependent on just the opposite piece now with Love, an L piece. Or J, not an L. That was an L thing I just said. Big L. But anyways. It's fine. Maisy gets a Tetris. So does Scamper. Scamper's lead somehow only growing at 96,000 points now. Maisy at 300. 396 for Scamper. And the lead grows. Crossing 400,000 points. Only 83 lines. This is a very efficient game for Scamper here. Another Tetris brings him to 442. So theoretically, what's happening here is that Scamper has a very high lead at the moment and has a very good chance to maintain it into transition. But theoretically, Maisy has more opportunities in the post transition due to being a very fast tapper. It has more options for his pieces. So while the lead here is big, it's not necessarily like insurmountable or anything, because Maisy can play a lot more dangerously, recklessly, and in turn more efficient on post. We'll have to see what happens, of course. This is an insane game from Scamper here. 556 and not even at 110 lines yet. 138,000 point lead. Make it 161. Why not? And Maisy in a bit of a dig, so it's only going to extend this lead for Scamper. I think Maisy thought that would burn, so it's going to cause even more burning. Scamper 602 at 116. There is 4 Tetrises left. This is just under 600k potential. Or 700k potential. I think I said 600 there. Not sure. Bit of a drought happening here for Scamper. Would love a bar sooner than later. Gets a Tetris. And 3 bars in a row, I believe that was 625 with 3 more available. It's going to be just under 700 if he goes perfect. But nonetheless, just an insane show of efficiency here for Scamper. Adjusted himself in the seat, wants to be perfectly ready for this very, very high transition. Let's see what he can do here. Beautiful adjustment of that T for the J. There's the bar for the Tetris. Transition 695, 216,000 points ahead of Maisy. Maisy at 479. That is his transition score. Scamper gonna want to transition as well to the right side. Does have some burning to do. It has the lead to be able to afford to do that. Amber bringing this down slowly but surely. Hasn't been able to score Tetris in post yet. With a beautiful triple there. Just about down now. Maisy has brought the lead back to only 150,000. So already bringing it down about 60,000 points. But Scamper is clean now and going to start scoring soon. Has to create some more holes. Still set up for the Tetris, just the bar's not showing. There it is. 752 from Scamper. Maisy lead only 94,000 points now. Maisy doing exactly what I said could happen. Just playing very efficient post. Scamper's board falling apart. Going to top out 754. Maisy, you need 755. Unfortunately, the post just did not work out there for Scamper. Tetris from Maisy. About a Tetris and change away. Set up for another. He gets a Tetris. And that's actually enough. Maisy takes game number 5. And is now 1 game away from winning the set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hello, the Wily Man. I thought the same thing when I first started playing. You should try it. It's a very fun game to learn. Both players perfect for 2 to start. Now Scamper perfect for 3. Maisy would like to tie that efficiency. But the bar won't show in time. Has to take a couple of burns. Scamper gets another Tetris. Perfect for 4. How long can the streak continue? The answer was 4. 115 now for Scamper with 95 for Maisy. Beautiful T-spin. And a perfect dirty Tetris for the well transfer. It also takes the lead for Scamper. We'll get the Tetris to tie it back up. Or takes the lead, actually. I don't know why I said tie it up. It's not tied. But 139 for 199. 90. I am so bad at my job. Please fire me. 162 for Scamper. That is the correct number that I intended to say the first time. 126 for Maisy. Maisy gets a Tetris. Takes it up, goes to 151. 186 for Scamper. Sets up a delayed burn. We'll burn it. Set up for the Tetris. That's the fun thing about this game. You kind of just end up doing instead of thinking most of the time. Yeah. I don't really think much when I play. I genuinely like play really bad when I try and think about what to do. Like, I don't know. Like, I've tried like mentally deciding like, oh, let me actually think about each and every piece, and then I top out. Nonetheless, 256. Make it 279 for Scamper. 201 for Maisy. Also gets a Tetris. Go to 224 and another as well. They go to 247. Who's the best blue spheres guy here? I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm supposed to know what that means. Maybe that's common knowledge. I don't know. But what is common knowledge? Scamper gets another Tetris. 325, 271 for Maisy. Oh, it's the theme playing? Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I just listen to the music. I don't know what it is. Of course, crucial game here for both players. Maisy, he wins. It's his set. He wins 3-2. Scamper wins, brings us to a best of 7 decider. So it's very crucial for both players. They both want the win here. They're showing it in their play. Very efficient play here. 421 for Scamper. 386 for Maisy. The left wall. Oh, Maisy did not. Oh, that wasn't a Tetris ready board. Now it's Tetris ready. For a left wall Tetris. Maisy trying to keep weight off of that right side. Would have liked the perfect transfer, but did have to add some weight to it. It's going to rock with the left well for now. 492 for Scamper. Another very efficient 18. 462 for Maisy. Opens up the right side. Tetris ready now. Just needs a bar for it. Of course, can't guarantee a bar because I'm not doing the same piece sets. Scamper just doing Scamper things again. 525 to 488. Scamper certainly get a 600 transition here. Maisy a very high 500 perhaps. Like 588 I think is possible here for Maisy, maybe 589. Scamper actually going to be just under unless he takes a triple. Not sure he cares enough of wanting a 600 transition to burn a little bit for it. Actually, I think that burn right there did it. And Maisy transitions 581. And Scamper experiencing a drought. Going to have to burn in the transition 578. Only a couple thousand points under what Maisy transitioned at, but going to hang the bar and top out 579. Which means Maisy, you are good for the game and the set. That's also the wrong one. That's also the wrong scene too. I'm really good at this. There we go. Maisy, you are the winner. Second try is a charm. Sorry to hear that, Scamper, but you played very, very well nonetheless. But Maisy, after a couple of rough first games, was able to pull off a very solid win here. Wins 4-2, I do believe it was. There we go. Now the question is anyone live playing Tetris? Okay, we got Matt Martin. He is fundraising, so let's shoot him a raid.